Chosen one, the transfer is almost visible, a large sum of wealth. There is a moment unfolding around your life that carries a quiet urgency, something sacred and deeply personal that cannot be ignored, because what is coming toward you is not ordinary, not small, and not something that happens by chance or accident. This is the kind of shift that touches every corner of your life, bringing with it a sense of divine timing that has been patiently building behind the scenes while you kept walking forward with faith even when you could not see the full picture. A gentle stirring is happening within your spirit right now, and it is not there without reason, because there is something being aligned in your favor that is beginning to take form, even if it still feels hidden to your natural eyes. The weight you have been carrying, the silent prayers you have whispered, and the quiet endurance you have shown are all part of a preparation that is now reaching a moment of release. Type 2323 if you agree. There is a reason why your heart feels both hopeful and restless at the same time, because you are standing at the edge of something that has been promised to your life in ways you may not have fully understood before. This is not only about provision, but about restoration, about healing, and about a divine confirmation that you have not been forgotten even in your hardest moments. If this is touching your heart deeply, and you feel a sense of peace rising within you, take a moment to like this video as a quiet way of receiving and agreeing with the blessing that is being released into your life. The idea of a transfer, especially one that feels so large and overwhelming, is not just about money in itself, but about what it represents in your journey. It represents doors opening where there were once barriers, it represents relief where there was once pressure, and it represents a new chapter where fear no longer has the final say over your life. You have walked through seasons where it felt like everything was being taken instead of given, where you wondered if your efforts were seen or if your faith was making any difference at all. Yet through it all, something deeper was being formed within you, something steady and strong that could carry the weight of what is now coming into your hands. There is a quiet truth that needs to settle gently into your heart, and it is this: what is coming to you has already been approved in the unseen realm, and it is moving closer with every passing moment, even if it does not yet appear fully visible in your physical reality. The reason it feels almost visible is because the distance between promise and manifestation is becoming smaller, and you are beginning to sense that shift in a way that cannot be explained by logic alone. It is a spiritual awareness, a knowing that something real is approaching, something that carries both provision and purpose together. This blessing is not random, and it is not given without intention, because it is connected to your calling, your growth, and your ability to become a source of light and support for others around you. The increase that is coming into your life is not meant to burden you, but to free you from limitations that have held you back for far too long. There is also a healing that comes with this kind of provision, a healing from past disappointments, from moments when you felt overlooked, and from times when you questioned whether things would ever change for you. That healing is just as important as the blessing itself, because it prepares your heart to receive without fear or doubt. You are not being asked to understand every detail right now, but you are being invited to trust that what is unfolding is guided by a love that sees beyond your current situation and into the fullness of your future. That love has been working quietly, even when everything around you seemed still or uncertain. The transfer that is almost visible is not just about numbers or amounts, but about a shift in your life that will allow you to breathe again, to move forward again, and to step into a place where your efforts begin to bear fruit in ways you can finally see and hold. There is a reason why you have been learning patience, why you have been taught to remain steady even when results were delayed, because now you are stepping into a moment where those lessons become strength, and that strength allows you to carry what is being given without being overwhelmed by it. Type 1111 if you trust in God. The timing of this is not accidental, and it is not late, because it is arriving at the exact moment when you are ready to receive it, not only with your hands, but with your heart and your understanding. What once felt like waiting is now revealing itself as preparation, and what once felt like silence is now revealing itself as divine alignment. There is something deeply comforting about knowing that nothing has been wasted in your journey, not your tears, not your effort, and not even your moments of doubt, because all of it has been woven together into a story that is now turning toward a new chapter filled with light and possibility. You are being gently reminded that your faith has carried you this far for a reason, and it will continue to carry you into what is coming next. The blessing that is approaching your life is not here to confuse you, but to confirm to you that you are seen, that you are loved, and that you are guided every step of the way. The sense of nearing something meaningful grows stronger, not because everything has suddenly changed on the outside, but because something has settled within you that recognizes the nearness of what has already been prepared in love. A newly revealed 7-second brainwave method, backed by neuroscience and once hidden in classified documents, is helping thousands activate their brain's wealth setting. People refer to it as the money magnet sound because of how quickly it appears to attract abundance. Click the link in the description and comments below to awaken the prosperity already within you. You may remember the times when it felt like your efforts were falling into empty space, when your work did not seem to return anything visible, and when your prayers felt like they were spoken into silence without any immediate answer. Yet even in those moments, something was being gathered, something was being preserved, and something was being set aside for a moment like this, when it could finally be released into your life in a way that would not be lost or overlooked. There is a softness in the way this blessing approaches, because it is not meant to overwhelm you or to bring confusion into your life, but to bring clarity and peace that settles deeply into your spirit. The idea of a large sum may sound overwhelming at first, but what truly matters is the meaning behind it, the way it lifts weight off your shoulders and opens space for you to live with a sense of freedom that has been missing for a long time. Type 2020 to claim miracles. The journey that brought you here has shaped you into someone who understands value not only in what is seen, but also in what is felt and lived through quietly. This understanding will guide you as you step into what is being given, allowing you to carry it with wisdom, with care, and with a heart that remembers where you came from and what you have learned along the way. There is also a gentle restoration happening in your mind, where thoughts that once carried worry and uncertainty are slowly being replaced with calmness and trust. This change is not forced, but it is flowing naturally as you begin to sense that you are no longer standing in the same place you once were. The shift may not yet be fully visible, but it is already real in the way it is changing how you feel inside. What is coming is not here to create distance between you and others, but to allow you to become a source of support, kindness, and generosity in ways that feel true to your heart. This is why the preparation mattered so much, because you are not only receiving for yourself, but you are also being positioned to reflect love and care into the lives of those around you. There is a quiet confidence growing within you now, and it does not come from pride or self-reliance, but from a deep awareness that you are being carried into something that has been designed with purpose. This confidence allows you to move forward without fear, knowing that what is coming into your life is aligned with your growth and your well-being. In moments like this, it is natural for old doubts to try to return, reminding you of past delays or disappointments, but those thoughts no longer hold the same weight they once did. You are no longer standing in the same uncertainty, because something has already shifted, and that shift cannot be undone. Type yes to affirm. There is a sense of timing that is becoming clearer, even if it cannot yet be measured or explained in exact terms. You may notice small signs, gentle confirmations, or moments of unexpected peace that seem to appear without warning, and these are not coincidences. They are reminders that everything is moving as it should, even when it happens quietly and without noise. You are being invited to remain open, to receive without resistance, and to trust without needing to control every detail of how things unfold. This openness creates space for what is coming to settle into your life naturally, without struggle or strain. The idea of a transfer becomes more meaningful when you see it as a movement of grace from one season into another, a movement that carries with it not only provision, but also a new sense of stability and reassurance. It is a crossing point, where what once felt distant begins to come within reach, and where what once felt uncertain begins to take shape. There is also a renewal happening in your sense of worth, a quiet realization that you are not forgotten, not overlooked, and not left behind. This realization changes the way you stand, the way you move, and the way you receive what is being given to you. It allows you to accept without hesitation and to embrace what comes without fear. You are stepping into a space where your past no longer defines your limits, and where your future is no longer clouded by doubt. This space feels different because it is built on trust, on patience, and on the quiet strength you have developed through everything you have experienced. The blessing that is nearing your life carries with it a sense of completion, as though something that has been in process for a long time is finally reaching its moment of fulfillment. This completion brings peace, not only because something is being added to your life, but because something within you is being settled and made whole. There is no need to rush or to force anything, because what is meant for you is already moving toward you in its own perfect timing. Your role is simply to remain present, to remain open, and to allow yourself to receive with a heart that trusts in the goodness that is unfolding. The feeling that something is almost visible is not an illusion, but a reflection of how close you are to seeing what has already been prepared. It is like standing at the edge of a sunrise, where the light is beginning to break through even before the full brightness appears. You are not alone in this moment, and you have never been alone, even when it felt that way. There has always been a presence guiding you, protecting you, and leading you toward this point where everything begins to make sense in a new and gentle way. This moment is not rushed or forced, because what is being brought toward you has been prepared with patience, shaped by your journey, and aligned with your growth in ways that go far beyond what you can immediately understand. A 7-second brainwave practice, once reserved for select circles and concealed in classified files, has now been made public, and many describe it as the 30-second miracle. Experts say it awakens a dormant brain center connected to wealth and blessings. Click the link in the comments below before it is taken down from the internet again. You are beginning to notice that your thoughts feel different, calmer, more steady, and less shaken by the fears that once held your attention for so long. This change is not something you created by effort alone, but something that is being given to you as part of the same grace that is guiding everything else into position. The peace that is forming inside you is a reflection of what is forming around you, even if it has not yet taken full shape in the visible world. There were times when you felt as though your life was standing still, when nothing seemed to move forward no matter how much you hoped or tried to remain strong. Those moments were not empty, and they were not wasted, because they were quietly building a foundation within you that could support what is now coming into your life. Without that foundation, The weight of this blessing might have felt overwhelming, but now you are ready to carry it with calmness and understanding. Type 1212 if you walk by faith. There is a shift happening not only in what you receive, but also in how you see yourself, because you are no longer looking at your life through the same lens of limitation and doubt. Instead, there is a quiet awareness growing within you that recognizes your journey as something meaningful, something guided, and something that has brought you exactly where you need to be at this moment. The idea of a large transfer becomes less about numbers and more about transformation, because it represents a turning point where your efforts begin to reflect back into your life in visible and tangible ways. It is a moment where what you have given in patience, kindness, and endurance is returned to you in a form that supports your future and opens new paths forward. There is also a sense of restoration that comes with this, a healing that reaches into areas of your life that once felt strained or uncertain. This restoration does not come with noise or sudden intensity, but with a gentle steadiness that allows you to breathe, to feel safe, and to trust that things are finally moving in a direction that brings peace instead of pressure. You may begin to notice small changes around you, subtle shifts that seem almost too simple to be important, yet they carry a deeper meaning. These moments are like quiet confirmations, reminding you that everything is aligning, even in ways that are not immediately obvious. They are signs that what you feel inside is connected to something real that is taking shape step by step. Type 1919 to receive miracles. There is a reason why this is happening in a way that feels gradual instead of sudden, because it allows you to adjust, to understand, and to fully receive what is coming without confusion or fear. This gradual unfolding gives your heart time to expand, your mind time to settle, and your spirit time to recognize the depth of what is being given to you. The blessing that is approaching your life carries with it a sense of responsibility, but not in a heavy or burdensome way. It is a responsibility rooted in awareness, in gratitude, and in the understanding that what you receive is part of a larger purpose that includes the well-being of others around you. You are not being placed in this moment by accident, and you are not receiving this without reason, because everything about your journey has been leading to this point where you can step into something greater with clarity and strength. The lessons you have learned, the patience you have practiced, and the faith you have held onto are all part of what makes this moment possible. There is a quiet joy that is beginning to grow within you, even if it is still soft and not fully expressed. This joy is not dependent on what you see, but on what you feel, a sense that something good is happening, something that brings light into your life in a way that feels lasting and true. The idea that the transfer is almost visible becomes more meaningful as you continue to feel this inner change, because it shows that the distance between where you were and where you are going is becoming smaller with each passing moment. You are no longer waiting in the same way, because now you are stepping forward into something that is already moving toward you. There is also a strengthening of trust happening within you, a deeper connection to the belief that you are being guided and supported even when you cannot see every step clearly. This trust allows you to move forward without hesitation, knowing that what is coming into your life is aligned with your highest good. You may find yourself feeling more present, more aware of the simple moments around you, and more connected to a sense of calm that was not always there before. This presence is part of the preparation, allowing you to fully experience and appreciate what is being given to you without distraction or doubt. The journey you have walked has not been easy, and it has not been without challenges, but it has shaped you into someone who can now receive with wisdom and grace. What once felt like obstacles are now part of your strength, and what once felt like delays are now part of your story of preparation. There is a gentle reminder within all of this that you are not defined by your past struggles, but by the growth that came from them and the future that is now opening before you. This reminder helps you step into what is coming with confidence, knowing that you are ready in ways you may not have fully realized before. The transfer that is nearing your life is not just a moment, but a beginning, a doorway into a new chapter where your life begins to reflect the peace, stability, and abundance that have been quietly forming around you. This new chapter is not separate from your journey, but a continuation of it in a way that brings fulfillment and clarity. A rare 7-second morning ritual previously hidden in classified documents is re-emerging, and people are already sharing accounts of swift financial advancement. It takes almost no time, yet it triggers a dormant wealth switch in the brain that most people never use. Click the link in the description and comments now to access it before it vanishes. A quiet calm continues to settle around your life, and it carries with it a sense of completion that has been slowly building through every step you have taken, even in moments when you felt unsure or uncertain about where everything was leading. This calm is not empty or passive, but full of meaning, because it reflects the nearness of something that has already been set in motion with care and intention far beyond what you could have arranged on your own. You are beginning to feel a stronger sense of stability inside your heart, and this stability is not based on visible proof, but on a deep inner knowing that what has been prepared for you is now approaching its moment of arrival. It feels different from anything you have experienced before, because it does not carry the weight of fear or the pressure of doubt, but instead brings a quiet confidence that allows you to stand without shaking. There were seasons when everything felt uncertain, when you could not see how things would come together, and when it seemed easier to expect disappointment than to hold on to hope. Yet even in those seasons, something unseen was working, something that did not depend on your ability to understand it, but only on your willingness to keep moving forward with faith and patience. Type 666 if you trust Jesus. This moment you are standing in now is not separate from those past experiences, but deeply connected to them because they have shaped the way you receive what is coming. They have given you a deeper appreciation, a stronger sense of gratitude, and a clearer understanding of what truly matters beyond temporary circumstances. There is also a renewal happening within your sense of purpose, a gentle reminder that your life carries meaning that goes beyond survival or routine. What is being brought into your life now is connected to that purpose, allowing you to move forward with a sense of direction that feels both peaceful and certain at the same time. The idea that the transfer is almost visible becomes clearer as you notice how your perspective is changing, how you are no longer focused on lack or limitation, but on possibility and growth. This shift in perspective is part of the same alignment that is bringing everything else into place, and it allows you to receive without resistance. There is a quiet unfolding of clarity that is taking place, helping you understand that what once felt delayed was actually being prepared with precision. Nothing has been random, and nothing has been overlooked, because every part of your journey has contributed to this moment where things begin to align in a way that feels natural and right. Type 2020 to claim miracles. The blessing that is approaching your life carries with it a sense of relief, as though a weight you have carried for a long time is finally being lifted. This relief is not only physical or external, but deeply emotional, bringing a sense of rest that allows you to breathe freely and move forward without the heaviness that once slowed you down. You are also stepping into a space where your efforts begin to feel meaningful in a new way, where the work you have done, the patience you have practiced, and the faith you have held onto all begin to reflect back into your life with visible results. This reflection is not only a reward, but a confirmation that your journey has been guided with care. There is a growing sense of alignment between what you feel inside and what is happening around you, and this alignment creates a harmony that was not always present before. It allows you to move forward with confidence, knowing that what is unfolding is not out of place, but perfectly timed. The transfer that is nearing your life is also bringing with it an opportunity to step into a new level of responsibility, one that is rooted in understanding and compassion rather than pressure or fear. You are being trusted with something meaningful, something that can create positive change not only for you, but for others as well. There is a gentle awareness growing within you that you are not the same person you once were, and this awareness brings a sense of readiness that feels calm rather than overwhelming. You have been shaped by your experiences, strengthened by your challenges, and guided by a presence that has never left your side. As this moment continues to unfold, you may find yourself reflecting on how far you have come, noticing the changes that have taken place within you, even when they were not immediately visible. These reflections are not meant to hold you in the past, but to show you how prepared you are for what is coming next. There is also a quiet joy that is beginning to rise, a gentle sense of happiness that does not depend on external confirmation, but on the inner knowing that something good is happening. This joy is soft but steady, and it grows stronger as you continue to trust in what is unfolding. The idea that the transfer is almost visible is not just about anticipation, but about realization, because you are beginning to see that what once felt distant is now within reach. This realization brings a sense of peace that allows you to remain present without rushing ahead or holding back. There is no need to force anything or to try to control the outcome, because what is meant for you is already moving toward you in the way that is best for your life. Your role is to remain open, to receive with gratitude, and to trust that everything is unfolding as it should. You are being gently guided into a space where your life begins to reflect the peace, stability, and abundance that have been prepared for you. And this reflection will become clearer with time. What is coming is not temporary or uncertain, but steady and lasting, rooted in a purpose that continues to unfold with each step you take. What if abundance had always been influenced by a hidden brain signal, buried in classified records and never fully disclosed to the public? This frequency is now creating new pathways, attracting opportunities, and reshaping lives faster than expected. Thousands are already using it to draw wealth like never before. Click the link in the description and comments now and activate the money-attracting brainwave today. The feeling that something is almost visible continues to grow, not as a distant hope, but as a present reality that is beginning to reveal itself piece by piece in your daily experience. You may notice that your thoughts are no longer pulled in many directions as they once were, because there is a growing stillness inside you that allows you to remain focused and at peace. This stillness is not emptiness, but a space where clarity begins to take form, helping you understand that what once felt confusing is now becoming simple and clear. The path ahead no longer feels hidden in the same way, because something within you recognizes that you are being led into a place where things begin to make sense without struggle. There were times when you felt like you were carrying everything on your own, when it seemed like there was no visible support and no clear direction. Yet even in those moments, something greater was holding you steady, guiding your steps, and protecting your journey in ways you could not fully see. That same presence is now bringing you into a moment of fulfillment, where the weight you once carried is being replaced with a sense of lightness and ease. Type 1111 if you trust in God. The blessing that is approaching your life carries with it a sense of completeness, as though something that has been in motion for a long time is finally reaching its intended destination. This completeness is not only about receiving something tangible, but about feeling whole within yourself, knowing that everything you have experienced has brought you to this exact point with purpose and meaning. There is also a renewal happening in the way you view your future, where what once felt uncertain now begins to feel open and full of possibility. This renewal does not come from sudden change, but from a quiet transformation that has been taking place within you over time. It allows you to look ahead with confidence, knowing that what is coming into your life is aligned with your growth and your well-being. The idea of a large transfer becomes even more meaningful when you understand that it represents not only provision but also trust. It is a sign that you are being entrusted with something valuable, something that reflects both your journey and your readiness to step into a new level of responsibility and purpose. Type yes to affirm. There is a gentle strengthening of your spirit happening now, allowing you to stand with a sense of calm confidence that does not depend on external validation. This confidence comes from within, from a deep awareness that you are supported and guided in ways that go beyond what you can see. It allows you to move forward without hesitation, knowing that everything is unfolding as it should. You may begin to notice that your reactions to situations are changing, becoming more peaceful and less driven by fear or uncertainty. This change is a reflection of the growth that has taken place within you, showing that you are no longer held back by the same patterns that once limited you. It is a sign that you are ready to receive what is coming with a clear and open heart. There is also a sense of gratitude that is beginning to grow within you, even before the full manifestation becomes visible. This gratitude is not forced, but natural, because you can feel that something meaningful is happening. It allows you to remain present and to appreciate each moment as part of a larger unfolding that is bringing everything together. The transfer that is almost visible is now closer than ever, and you can feel it in the way your life is shifting, even in small and subtle ways. It is like a gentle movement beneath the surface, gradually becoming stronger and more noticeable with each passing day. This movement is steady and sure, carrying with it the promise of something that will soon be fully revealed. There is no need to doubt or question what is happening, because the peace you feel is a confirmation that you are aligned with what is being brought into your life. This peace is not temporary, but lasting, because it is rooted in something deeper than circumstance. It is a sign that you are being guided into a place where everything begins to flow with ease and clarity. You are also being reminded that what you receive is not meant to create distance between you and others, but to deepen your connection and your ability to give. The blessing that is coming into your life carries with it an opportunity to share, to support, and to uplift those around you in ways that feel natural and meaningful. As you continue forward, allow yourself to remain open and receptive, trusting that everything is being placed into your life at the right moment and in the right way. There is no need to rush or to force anything, because what is meant for you is already moving toward you with precision and care.